2017 is finally here, yes! We can say goodbye to the worst year in the world. 2016, what were you doing? What's going on? I'm James Stewart and welcome back to Johnny's Chop Shop TV. So in this video, I've created 3 hairstyles, very simple for you to follow to get some new looks for the new year. Just had the weirdest daydream. I dreamt that Toasty Styles, the barber from Johnny's Chop Shop, came to me and she told me that this year's hair trends for men are going to be all about growth, texture, and wild hairstyles.
The grown-out look is very in at the moment. People with a lot of volume. Less skin fades, I think, because we've done a lot of that in 2016. It's going to be a lot of like wild haircuts, you know, volume, texture.
And we're back in the room. Thanks to that Toasty. 3 looks then coming your way based on what she thinks are going to be the big trends in men's hair for 2017. So look number 1 is all about embracing the natural hair. Secret insight tip, we are going to use some products. The first product we're going to use is a texturizing spray. What you need to do is spray, I don't know, 3-4 times. Make sure you spray around your hair. It smells really nice as well. And what you got to do is just work it in using your fingertips to the roots of your hair, and as you kind of go, you're scrunching. And begin to bring out the natural textures and twists and flicks in your hair that, for me, are quite cool. You know, I don't think we always need to look slick back and well groomed. Sometimes it's cooler to kind of turn up and make it look like I haven't made too much of an effort and really spent 5-10 minutes getting ready. A good tip is just to get right into those roots and just scrunch it. And you'll begin to see that quite naturally. You can just see in the top there, it's beginning to bring out these little twists and flicks I've got, which I think are pretty cool. And so that natural look is it's about not being afraid to kind of embrace it. Now you could leave it there. I would happily go out like that. If you're a perfectionist, then there is a second step. Using a matte clay. Matte clay will work with a texturizing spray just to kind of fix things in place if you do want to kind of maintain a little bit of structure. So the tiniest amount, a fingerful. Work that into your fingers, so you kind of want, as always with the clay, full coverage right across your hands. I've used barely any product. And all I'm going to do is work with the texturizing spray, doing pretty much the same thing, rubbing it into the roots, dragging it backwards and forwards, all round coverage of the head. That's it. You don't need to do anything else to your hair. Step away from the hair. The temptation is to keep going. Trust me, leave it. The texturizing spray and the matte clay will work together and make enough firm hold that you won't have to touch it. That's it. Look number 1 done. The natural look. Embrace those flicks, twists, curves. Do it. 2017, why not? Treat yourself. Look number 2, if you want to try something a little bit different in 2017, is the side sweep. Using a stronger, slicker product, and I'm using a comb. If you haven't got a comb, invest in one. Best thing that ever did, super cheap, get it from anywhere. Use the comb to kind of outline where you want to get to with your hair. Ignore the fact that there's a few strands that are loose. I'm going to use a slightly thicker, slicker, wetter looking product this time. Again, no need for loads of it. Fingerful at best. And you're just going to begin to sweep it through your hair. I like to use a combination of the comb and my fingers for this look, because if you just use a comb you get that kind of like I've been rained on look. But it does help you give it some shape. Then using your fingers, so you'll see that I kind of bring it forward and then drag it back slightly, and that's just going to create that nice texture. I've got my slight parting there. On this side, literally just flip my hair back. And on top you've got this kind of cool side sweep. So I showed you the more natural look earlier on, which you could kind of wear day to day. If you're going out on a date, you're going out for drinks, you want to make a little bit more of an effort, this is great. You can team this with a blazer, a t-shirt, make it a little bit smarter. And it's perfect. And that is look number 2 of the side sweep. Alright, so my third and final look, if you're looking for something a little bit different in 2017, is the Fringe. Again, super simple, super quick. I'm going to be using one product. I'm using a matte clay. I'm working with drier hair for this one. As always in these tutorials, minimal product. You don't need loads, a fingerful at the absolute most. Same principles apply. Rub that right into those hands, get going, full coverage so you've got cement hands at the end. With this one, probably the simplest of all the looks. Just use your fingers to drag it forward, but also Don't be afraid to go back slightly, and that's just going to create a little bit more volume. That for me is what I'm looking for in a fringe. Obviously you want the block, but you also want a little bit of something going on top, because otherwise it just looks a bit flat. I'm just going to slip these sides right forward. But on top, I'm just going to use my fingertips, again working in, twisting, pulling that hair forward, drag it slightly back. But what you're going to end up with is just kind of this wicked like block fringe. Now obviously the way my hair's been cut, there are some slight jagged edges on it, but I think that's actually quite cool. And your hair will naturally do that. You'll never just get a perfect block fringe. If you do, then well done. And it's important that you get your sides right forward, because that's going to complete the look and make it look more connected. What you don't want is something straight back, because that's going to disconnect the hair from here and here. All forwards. As always, the less time you spend on your hair, the better it will look. You know why that is? I've got a fringe. And I think it looks pretty cool. So that's it. 3 looks done. If you like what you've seen here, don't forget to comment and subscribe below. We'd love to hear about what you want to see in our next Johnny's Shop TV video.